I'm here with the Mini Jam 73 with the the theme of power limitation of only 5 colors on screen at once, and I'm here with YOKO Redux. I am streaming this, so if I say anything weird, I'm talking to chat. And I was asked by, again, if I butcher the pronunciation of your Twitch name, I'm sorry, but Joseph and Pat. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing your guys' entry. Da-da-da-da.
I can't stop thinking that the future holds my destiny with veiled hands.
This is really good voice acting already. I did hear this because I started it briefly to get audio working, but... Veiled hands.
That there's something more than what I am.
This is getting philosophical really fast. It's a conspiracy. Awesome work on the music, by the way. This is... I'm getting into this. This is moody. It's making me think of, like, those sci-fi westerns.
In vain. I just can't remember.
Like, I don't know why I immediately think of Cowboy Bebop, even though this is not very similar. Design and Dev by Joseph and Pat.
But it doesn't matter anymore. There is no end, and there is no start.
It's like LA Noire, but like future. Cowboy Bebop Noir. Narration by Sunshine. This guy's got a great voice.
The contact will guide me.
I love this. I hope this is the whole game. I could... YOKO Redux. God, I love the visuals and the sound. Ooh. The colors shutting off one at a time. Hopefully this runs well. My computer has been known to be... Ooh. Oh, is this like...
Ah, yes. My trusty old Oddsit 99R.
That's what we call it intro? Absolutely.
I should probably get it checked out. It seems to be red.
That should not have been as funny to me as it is. Is being red bad? So is this... Oh, this is kind of like... This feels kind of telltale-y, or like adventure gamey.
The X-Ray D4. Great model. Great year. Great product. Shopping is a feeling. I hate how advertisements stick in your head like that.
This guy is like such a philosopher. I'm loving this. Ooh. The movement isn't super like snappy. I think it's because I rotate a little too much. The movement speed is kind of fast for that. That's fine.
It's locked. I wonder if the contact has any information on how to get into the building.
Movement is a bit janky. Oh, it's fine. Honestly, if it's not, as long as I don't have to like do any tight jumps or dodging, it'll be fine.
I should check my HoloNet messages.
I need to check my HoloNet messages. Okay, how do I check my HoloNet messages? All adventure. Let's explore. Damn, this is an awesome entry.
The terminal's screen
already
warms as it glows. Garbage starts to pour onto the screen as loud, white noise emits from its speakers.
Wait, is he just like narrating literally what he's saying to me?
I better not touch it again. It'll probably crash.
That's actually really funny. I saw your message a second too late.
That the future holds my destiny with veiled hands.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to watch the whole thing again, right? Well, I like this intro anyways. I'll turn it slightly down the second time. That's really funny. Oh, I better not touch that again, or it'll crash. Crashes the game.
That there's something more than what I am.
F12 to developer cutscene if you want to skip it. Oh, developer level select. Oh, which one's the, Is C1 the first level? Go to L1. Oh, okay. Level 1. How do I select it? Enter? Oh, okay.
Yes. Trusty old Oddsit 99R.
I feel bad for having you skip the intro now. It's a longer intro. I mean, I could crash the game again.
It seems to be red.
Yes. Is red bad in this universe, or is this guy just being funny?
As I connected to the HoloNet, there's a message.
Oh, yeah, I turned that way down.
Attacked.
There we go, that should be better.
Infiltrate the complex and steal a serum in the hidden lab.
UI context? Ah, fair enough.
The serum is known as power redux. He says that I'll know it when I see it. To get into the building, there'll be a nearby X-ray D4 hover car with a key card inside.
Gotta break into that red
He's
car.
implying the job will be easy. When jobs give you this little information,
Has some
it never
secrets
is
and
easy.
magic meaning. Gotcha. This guy feels super cynical. He's like advertising the evils of the world. I said, yeah, it was this.
There's a key card sitting right in plain sight in the passenger seat. The door's even unlocked. Well, now I've got the key card. There's a key card sitting right in plain sight in the passenger seat.
Oh, okay.
The door's even unlocked. Well, now I've got the key card.
Now I've got the key card. So I should be able to walk into the front door, right?
Alright, door's open. I guess it was that easy. For now.
Unlimited key card glitch. Oh yeah, I've got
I don't believe in
every
fate.
door will be opened by me.
Fate means I have a choice. If I had any choice at all, this wouldn't be the world I live in. The next step after being devoid of choice is to become an animal. I'm more interested in duality. Part of me is human, an infinitesimal drop of water in an ocean of infinity.
I'm just gonna let Sunshine go.
Part of me is animal, a primordial demand for destiny.
Level 2. I hope I get a philosophy lesson from Sunshine after every level. We turn it up slightly. You don't see, Oop.
There's a key on the table.
There's a key on the table.
I wonder what door it belongs to. It's mine now.
You don't see very many story-based games in game jams. Like, usually it just takes enough time to, like, make game mechanics, so super cool to see, like, an adventure game. Also, I turned the volume way too loud now. It's, like, hurting my ears. It's a lot of planning and content. Yeah. It's not an easy thing to do.
The key from the break room is the utility door key.
Oh, one sec, my dog needs help. Here, come here. There you go. Of course, the key from the break room is the utility door key.
I guess they couldn't even be bothered to put it away.
Yeah, what sort of secret lab is this with some sort of serum I need to steal? It's gonna be like coffee. Like, this guy's asking me to deliver coffee, and this guy's being all philosophical about it.
I flip the circuit breakers, but a loud zap emits from the console. The circuit breakers have flipped to their off position. Something must be tripping them.
Oh, yeah. That little... I see. A slight bit of red. I don't think I can interact with it, though. If I, like, leave the room, can I, like, peek inside to get a... Nah, I don't think I can. I'll keep in mind, though, that there's something red there. The red is usually by accident. Yeah, I can see it. I think there's a little bit of red, like, on the floor here, too, right? Yeah. I think there's a sliver. It's fine, just adds, like, a touch of color every once in a while.
The door seems to be unpowered. If I could get the power on, I bet this door would open.
Okay, so I need to fix the circuit breakers. Something's tripping them.
Your Aperture Science weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you, and in fact, cannot speak. If your weighted companion cube does speak, please disregard its advice.
I love this guy. Also, dank reference.
I toggle the machine into its off state. It does nothing at all.
Okay, so I have a thing I can turn off. Did that fix the circuit breakers? We'll find out. Just want to double check I didn't miss anything in here.
It was a sacred tribute to my ancestral prototypes,
Oh, I'm a robot.
which happened to take the form of a drinking contest.
Wait, no, didn't he say he was half human? Oh, wait. Maybe I missed it.
It was a sacred tribute to my ancestral prototypes, which happened to take the form of a drinking contest.
You keep going on, Sunshine. Okay, so let's see. So did messing with that machine in the bottom right corner fix this?
I flip the circuit breakers, and a comforting hum occurs.
Nice. Door should be powered now, right?
The door's humming as I get closer. It slides open.
Hey. I like that
The
transition
root
effect.
of the problem is
Oh,
conflict.
yes.
You cannot have yin without yang. The misconception comes when one compares it to good and evil. Without morals, good and evil have no meaning. To be good or bad is nulled when fate dictates the result. All that remains is survival of the fittest.
Part of me likes to believe that, like, the entire idea behind this project was just to find ways to get, like, your voice actor to read, to read, like, philosophical things. Also, yeah, this boy's thick. This is a thick cyborg? I think he was kind of memeing about the prototype things, but he is half human, at least he says. Maybe he means mentally? It's kind of the cool thing about, like, low polygons.
But then,
leaves a
they
lot for
switched
interpretation.
from the swing line to the Boston stapler. But I kept my swing line stapler because it didn't bind up as much. And I kept the staples for the swing line stapler. And it's not okay, because if they take my stapler, then I'll set the building on fire.
I'm sorry, what?
But then, they switched from the swing line to the Boston stapler. But I kept my swing line stapler because it didn't bind up as much. And I kept the staples for the swing line stapler. And it's not okay, because if they take my stapler, then I'll set the building on fire.
Is that a reference to something? That's hilarious. It's a movie called Office Space. God, I think I've, like, almost watched that movie, but then didn't. That's... That's a hilarious, like...
But then,
I love
they
this
switched
guy's
from the
reading
swing
of it,
line
though.
to the Boston stapler. But I kept my swing line stapler because it didn't bind up as much. And I kept the staples for the swing line stapler. And it's not okay, because if they take my stapler, then I'll set the building on fire.
It's just such an amazing escalation. Oh, I love that.
Poor guy. I wonder who he was talking about. I see a key on his key ring. I hope he doesn't mind that I'm taking this key.
That's a subtle way to, like, kind of... Oh, check him twice?
You know, I should move him into an embarrassing position.
Oh, please do.
Nah.
Coward! Come on, Sunshine. Let's do it. But that was, like, some pretty subtle world building. I mean, it's kind of... There's already, like, a kind of pseudo-dystopia feel because I'm breaking into a facility. But that's like that was a pretty good subtle way to kind of be like, hey, this guy's dead because he was talking about somebody he shouldn't have been. So that was pretty cool. Pretty good, pretty good.
Hello. I'd like to order a pizza. This is a dial tone? Okay. Extra mushrooms.
Yeah, this is a really, really awesome entry. The dialogue is funny and interesting.
It seems that the vents on this floor are connected to the server room.
Visuals are great. Voice
I could
acting's
probably
great.
get the server room door open if I could find a way into the vent.
Could probably find the server room door if I could find a way into the vent. Could you play it? Hey man, don't worry. I don't worry about it.
The vents can probably get me into the server room.
Okay, so I need the vents. Must get into the vents. That's the goal.
Wow. Locked tight.
So I need to unlock that door? Maybe? I don't know, it's just adventure
There's a
games make me
USB-A
think that if
drive
there's a
sticking
room...
outside of the front panel.
If there's a room, I feel like I'm probably gonna have to go in there eventually.
There's a USB-A drive that I am now sticking into my pocket.
Oh crap, my lid. No, ah. Whoop. I love this guy. He's like half cynical philosopher, half like witty.
I take the key
Jokester.
from the dead man and put it into the lock. A resounding click. The door is open. Boss of the Year award. Good for the boss. Oh wait, he gave it to himself. I download my Trojan image onto the flash drive.
Wait, what am I doing with that flash drive?
I've already got the Trojan image on the flash drive.
Trojan image? Wait, was I supposed to read that first?
I sneak into the vent and unlock the door. I returned back here.
Oh, okay.
For reasons. Don't ask. Adventure games are hard, okay?
God. You know what? Yeah, relatable. A way you could have kind of like cheesed it better, or like, obviously, I think it's funnier to write a joke here, but what you could do is, if you were building like just have like a simple fade out, then have that dialogue, and then fade back in, and that like can create a lot of that can help people, or like make people's minds imply that happened more. But that's funny. Adventure games are hard.
Now that's a well-used beanbag.
I love this guy. Yeah, that is true. You don't need character movement. Just like, yeah, yeah. It's everything's more code.
I access the system.
I access the system.
I can't decrypt the password. I have the salt, but I don't have the hash.
Wait.
I access the system. I can't decrypt the password. I have the salt, but I don't have the hash.
So I assume that's what the image is going to be for eventually. I need to like get on a computer. I think I missed a computer in here, right? That might have need. Oh wait.
Payload is perfect. Unlimited access.
This is where I got
I
the
have
USB.
the hash.
I have the hash. Yes, I have the salt and the hash. Time to make some breakfast.
I access the system. I use a local rainbow table with the salt and have to figure out the plain text password. Oh god. It's password, isn't it? No. It's Hunter 2. I
Lucky.
access the system. I use a local rainbow table with the salt and have to figure out...
Oh, wait.
Oh god. It's password.
I think I found a interesting bug.
No. It's Hunter 2.
So if there's dialogue played
I access the system.
and you cause that sound effect to play, it'll like
Use
stop
a
the
local
audio.
rainbow table with the salt and have to figure out the plain text password. Oh god.
Yeah, oh god. It's not game breaking, but it's there. Yeah.
No. It's Hunter 2.
Tis the tale of game jam bugs.
I punch in the password into the padlock. HUNTER 2. The door opens. That should not work.
Ooh. Dramatic camera angle. I use one audio source for both the drum and the VO. Yeah. more efficient. Is that my bike? What? Oh, it's transitioning.
I can't stop thinking that the future holds my destiny with veiled hands.
Wait, is it looping? It's like the intro again, right? Is it like the intro and credits?
Something more than what I am.
Hilltop
Something bigger is at play here.
It's the end, I think. I don't know. I could see.
I've tried everything in vain.
I would need confirmation that it's the end. I think it might be looping, cause like it showed me get onto a bike, right? And I'm on my bike. Design and dev by Jofin Pat. Smiley
It doesn't
face.
matter anymore. There is no end, and there is no start.
Something that definitely gives me pause is the fact that there was like 6 levels in the dev room, but then again it was the dev room, so who knows? Narration by our boy Sunshine.
The contact will guide me.
There is no end, huh? Oh, okay. I see. Those were cutscenes. Gotcha. So you two are this kind of dev. So it loops. Oh, this game awesome. This entry is awesome, by the way. Like this shit or this stuff's great. Yeah. Okay. So intro. Cutscene 2. Cutscene level 3.
The root of the problem is conflict.
There's an Easter egg behind you on level 1. Oh, I already started.
You cannot have yin without.
But yeah, no, this is an awesome entry. It's like kind of noir-y feeling, but with like kind of a not goofy, but what's the term? I think there's a term for that sort of like where am I? I walked backwards and immediately got to sneak into the camera shift. Yeah, let me try that again. But yeah, I don't have any, like, almost any feedback. Like, this game is super good. Obviously, like, making it longer, that one bug. Guys, where am I? Turn left a bit. Let me quickly. Maybe you won't find it. Yeah, maybe not. It's a blind corner. Okay. So if I walk straight backwards, how would I get to it? Just like turn slightly? Like, is like that? Oh, I got it. Oh, I think I might have been getting stuck on the lip of the, Oh, please tell me this is just like Sunshine reading the B-movie script or something. Oh, what? Well, this is definitely a pretty spicy sized Easter egg. Already. Whoa. What is that missing Sentinel software? Is that your guys' like logo? It's like a... This is the developer test bedroom? Oh, I see. I assume this takes me back. To make sure all the assets work. Oh, where am I? Oh, did I already... So, does the bike...
Wow, what a nice cube.
I see, I see. Is there anything else, like, in this room I can find? I use it for, so I figured I'd add it. Yeah, I think stuff like this is really cool. Just like a little secret that it's like, oh yeah, if somebody really wanted to find this and explored around.
Yes, it's a nice cube.
Oh.
Yes, it's a nice cube.
It is a nice cube. Thanks so much for playing. No problemo. Oh, hey, it takes you to the dev room. Sweet. Yeah, honestly, thanks so much for sending it. I don't know if this was, like, on my radar at the start, but I'm really glad I got to play this one. This was a really awesome entry. You don't see very many story-based games in game jams, and that's just because it, like, is hard to make adventure games. So it's really nice to see one. But yeah, the voice acting was really great. The writing was really funny and, like, pretty nice. Set the mood. Visuals were great. You guys nailed the limitation. I love the, like, pseudo-philosophy lessons between levels. Or, like... I like this character. He feels, like, half cynic, half, like meme lord. But yeah, really awesome entry. I wouldn't be surprised if this... I hope this one does really well. Yeah, really awesome itch page. Honestly, I think the biggest thing is that since it's not a browser game, it might get a little less plays, but that's just how things go. Yeah, I haven't seen an adventure game in a jam, especially not a 3D adventure game in a game jam in, like, forever. So, I don't think I ever have, actually. This was really cool. Really cool to see. I love seeing story-based jam. I don't have, like, any way to... I'd say, I guess the puzzles were a little straightforward, but that's because it was more writing adventure game than the actual hardcore thing. I considered it a T or WebGL export, but once we got to 50 megabytes, it just wasn't in the cards. Yeah, it's and WebGL is funky. Like, depending on what browser, like, there's browser-specific bugs that can happen. No one wants to download 70 megabytes in a browser. Yeah. Yeah, no. I generally aim for browser, but it's something that, like, I'll just totally switch out of browser if things are getting spicy. I had a game that, like, I made, and then it was, like, in browser, collisions didn't work for some reason. This game seems like it probably had a lot of back end to get everything working, like to play the audio correctly, interactables, the level transitions. I guess the cutscenes were literally just a separate scene with you loaded the scene, and then after the timeline is that it just loads the next scene. It wasn't that much code, to be honest. Yeah, it's one of those things. I've never made a 3D. I've never made like a 3D adventure game, or I haven't even made a dialogue system. So it's kind of in my mind. It seems more complicated than it might be. Most code was done Friday, Saturday. Yeah, that's probably why this game is like so good. Usually, when a game is done with its coding in the first like day or two, the rest of the time can be used to polish, add content, stuff like that. Generally, that's how I like try to. I try to have most of the code done by day one. That's because I solo dev. Yeah. Well, all of this is what happens when you have like a team that's like all four of the people are carrying their weight really well. Because I think every aspect of the game landed really well. Can't wait to try yours. Well, it's not as good as this one. But this is kind of like one of the best entries I've played so far. Oh, did I stop recording? I did not. Hello, recording. This will be on YouTube. Yeah, this has been one of the best jam games I played. Because honestly, it's like, oh hey, you have a basically, honestly, just a lot more context. Fix the movement code a bit. I think the best way to do the movement code would be make the turn speed kind of like not like, because it feels like it kind of leads into the turn speed a bit, and you kind of overshoot your turning sometimes. So I think make that sharper. Lower the move speed and then maybe add a sprint button so you can go between them. Yeah. Content would be the big thing if you wanted to make this a full thing. Do you guys have plans to make this like a full thing? Because this is pretty good. Really good. Obviously, I think if you make it a full thing, you can kind of take a step away from the style, or at least add more colors. Depends on the reaction, I suppose. Don't feel pressured too if you get a really good reaction, because I think you will get a really good reaction. Like in my opinion, I'd be surprised if yeah. I would be surprised if you get a really good reaction. Don't feel pressured to work on it if you guys don't want to, though. But yeah, this was fantastic. Like, really good. But it would all be all about, like, since it's an adventure game, if you were to make a full version, it'd be all about content and writing. So, the puzzles, like, the puzzles that were in there were pretty straightforward, but that's to be expected. There was no, like, mind-boggly puzzles, but that's because they seem more funny, story-oriented than, like, hard puzzles. But yeah. Fantastic entry. 10 out of 10.